One of my favorite songs on this fantasy playlist, a dance banger, that's for sure, a dance club banger. Uh, Irene Cara with Breakdance, Breakdancing, dun 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 dun. Love the keyboards in that record, those pumping keyboards, part of the hook in this record. Number 13, down from number 11. Okay, I guess I dropped it down on the week of June 4th, 1984. Irene Cara's breakdance debuted on Billboard's Hot 100 March 24th, 1984. 19 weeks. Spent about 19 weeks on Billboard's Hot 100, peaking at number 8. The album, What a Feeling, I believe was the name of the album. Flashdance was the big, really the huge hit off the album. There's Flashdance and Why Me in the fall of 1983. That one went up to number 13 on Billboard's Hot 100. She had another one out after that that barely made top 40. Just barely remember that song, but I actually don't remember the name of it. But and then Breakdance, spring and summer of 1984, off the album by Irene Cara. There are two names behind this song. Well, there's a lot of people behind this song, but there are two names that come out at me as far as contributing to this record. Well, Giorgio Moroder. He co-wrote the song with Bunny Hall, and Irene Cara. Giorgio Moroder, considered the father of disco, produced all those hit records by Donna Summer and produced Cat People by David Bowie. Call Me by Blondie. He recorded that one with Blondie from the American Gigolo album. And but with Giorgio Moroder, I always go back to the spring of 1972. The song was just, it was just uplifting. Son of my father. Great, great vocals on that record. Uh, Giorgio Moroder. There was another version of that song, Son of My Father, by Chicory Tip. That version went to number 1 in the UK. Giorgio Moroder's version of Son of My Father went to number 46 here in the States, but was played on a lot of radio stations, including 1230 WTBC here in Tuscaloosa, and WVOK in Birmingham, and WLS in Chicago back in the day. Indeed, love that record. Another name that comes out at me, one of the singers. I don't know if she sings on this particular record, but she sings on the album. Mary Clayton. Mary Clayton, Merry, like Merry Christmas, Mary Clayton. One of the underappreciated soul singers. She sang on Gimme Shelter with Mick Jagger. That was her soulful singing, that fiery, soulful singing with Mick Jagger on Gimme Shelter, and she released a version of that song in 1970. She sure did. Got it on my Spotify playlist, I believe. Her version went to number 73 on Billboard's Hot 100. That's the story of Mary Clayton. She never had a big hit of her own. She did the original version of the Shoop Shoop song, but Betty Everett had the huge hit with it, 1963. And she covered Maxine Brown's "Oh No, Not My Baby." That Maxine Brown did it in '64. Then Mary Clayton, she covered it, but it didn't make top 40. And Mary Clayton, she did "Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow," Beretta's theme. The vocals, that was her. She did it, but her version got up to number 45 in 1975. And then Rhythm Heritage came out with their semi-instrumental version of Beretta's theme. Bottom line, this woman was amazing talent. Sang with Ray Charles early in her career some, and she sang backup on a lot of records, including she sang on Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. Yes, indeed, she was on that record. And oh, what Ringo Starr! I really do appreciate his sense of humor. Oh my, Ringo Starr, Mary Clayton sang on that. More recently, she sang on a couple of songs, sang on a Coldplay album in recent years, but she sings on this album, but just not sure. I'd like to know if she sang on this record, Breakdance. She'd make a great vocalist. She's a great vocalist. Outstanding. Anything else that I need to add to this? I believe I covered all the bases. Oh, wait a minute. Let's talk about the chart situation on Breakdance. Clean forgot to do this. Went to number 8 on Billboard's Hot 100. Number 13 on the dance chart, somewhat inexplicably. In South Africa, went to number 4. In England, Breakdance by Irene Cara, believe it or not, bombed. went to number 88 in the UK. Some of the rhythm, the dance, the music, I can't put my finger on it. The drum beats in this record, it is a classic Giorgio Moroder production. Giorgio Moroder, he came out with a fantastic instrumental and classic disco instrumental. Lost 45 now. It's from the movie. Forgot the name of the movie. The movie was called Midnight Express. It was called Chase. 1978, 1979, peaked at number 33 on Billboard's Hot 100. This is right in the teeth of the disco era, right in the middle of it. All right, let's go back to Irene Cara with Breakdance, Breakout at number 13 on my fancy playlist, June 4th, 1984.